Okay, here we go. Let's analyze some stocks. Of course, now it goes to quick player instead of what I just wanted it to do. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, that is crazy. Let's not even mess with those ones. I like looking at them though. It's too risky. It's not really properly breaking out yet. That one's a little less risky, but I would like it better once it breaks out above here. I know it sounds crazy, wait for it to go up 100% before you buy it, but these things tend to hit here and then just like zoom up 100% that day once they break past it. And I gotta get used to this back up, but okay, in. Oh, that's a beaut. Yeah, definitely put that thing on a watch list. If it keeps stair stepping up like that thing's gonna go up 300, 400%. It's way extended, but that actually will most likely turn into a momentum up. It's a lot of the times tops there, but that's not the top. If that was the top, that would have been the top. Like, it wouldn't have gone any higher. It already is going higher than the top. So when it does stuff like that and this line is so strong, that's probably a momentum up. I'm gonna buy a couple hundred shares just because it's so strong of a looking chart. Why not? Okay, that's another one. Must be some kind of Chinese education stock of some sort. But wow, yeah, that's a beauty. It's a beauty. You definitely want to. I can't recommend anything, but damn, look at that thing. Like, put it on a watch list. I'm gonna put a couple hundred into it. Even a couple hundred can turn into 4 or 5 thousand. I've done it before. I'll do it again and keep doing it. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, wow, yeah. Massive sell off often does stuff like this. Stabilizes like it did at the bottom there. Stabilizing down here. And then whoop, as soon as it shoots over the highest high of that consolidation, it just tends to break out. It's gonna go test, well, it'll test here first, and then it will be up here. I mean, these things are super risky. They can shoot down just as fast, but that's where it's headed. I'm not saying it's not gonna go back down to $3 before it does that, but it will be 9 one day. Okay, another education stocks. China stocks have been breaking out. Chinese stocks have been breaking out all crazy. So we're gonna have a pretty broad rally here this fall. This rally's gonna be. Wow, can I type? Oh wow, I really gotta use this Mac. Don't even look like letters up there. I swear. Okay, more Chinese stocks. Chinese stock after Chinese stock is just breaking out today. Yeah, I saw this one coming, but man, I can't. Those Chinese stocks are so risky. I'm alright with what I got in now. They're all moving huge today, but not 18%. Got a few up 8 to 10%, not 18. Okay, that would have been sweet. Let's put that on a watch list. HTHT. It's like the biggest hotel company in China or something, or something to do with real estate. But I don't know. I don't really care that much what these companies do. Well, there's an IPO today. Just came out today. There you go, fellas. There's brand new stock for you to play with. Can't do anything with that personally because there's no data. Alex and IQ. Well, it's a breakout. FinTech. It's probably a Chinese stock. Probably a Chinese stock. Just look at the patterns. How the patterns are all the same. It's kind of crazy how it does that, but that's how it does it sometimes. Patterns just tend to repeat. Breakouts repeat, bottoming patterns repeat. MNE. Not sure if this one's China, but this thing's moving. Put that on a watch list. It's gonna break out. It will double 100 to 200, 300%. So this is gonna be a winner. Nano nuclear energy. What do you think they're trying to do? Create some nuclear energy out of the tiniest little bit of nuclear weight or whatever they use. I mean, I don't know the mechanics of it, but they're trying to just make it as small as possible so it's people aren't afraid of it. But nuclear energy is so safe nowadays. It's not even funny. It just has a bad reputation because you know it can kill millions of people quickly. But you know, that's from the 80s. That's crap like that. Chernobyl does not happen anymore. It could. People bombing, blowing up, stuff like, you know, almost happened, but it's most likely not going to happen. Okay, yeah, look at that. Breakout to a reversal. That's everything today. Everything's doing this fake out right now. Trying to get people to not believe this rally is kicking into full gear now, which it pretty much seems to be doing as long as we close at the highs today. So that's a breakout. I mean, I hate the way it looks though. It just looks so ugly. I would wait for it to touch these moving averages again because it is going to touch them. It might go up before they catch up, but I would just place it whenever these moving averages touch it again. Because you don't know, that could go down for days. Bloop, bloop. Fake out for 3 days and continue the rally. That's possible too. Would much rather prefer that not happen. Because then it always makes me think, well, why didn't I take my profit today and just buy them back 3 days later? But, you know, you don't want to fall into that buying and trading too much. You'll end up losing money. You will. Even if you don't lose money, you'll lose out on a lot of profit. Thinking, oh, I got this huge gain. And then it turns into a 3 times gain what you had. But believe me, I've done it before. I don't like doing it. Done it many a times before. It's almost doing it to me today, actually. But just can't let it happen. Okay, PDD. Wow. Well, that's Temu, but wow, yeah, Chinese. They similar pattern, man. They're probably going to continue, but look how extended that is. I mean, damn, if you bought it in the consolidation pattern, put your stop loss under here. If you did do that, your stop loss would have been 87.75. Would have never touched it. You just sat in this consolidation while it wedged up. You could tell it was going to go up because of this right there. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't buy that. I already had a bunch of positions in the stocks that already, you know, started moving. So I was already in stuff, semiconductors and other things. But yeah, I should have taken some risk on Temu. Temu looked pretty good. Okay, let's see how many do we have here. Probably got a lot today. Okay, more Chinese stocks. Let's type in my thing. Yeah, that's extended. More Chinese. That one's not extended. But why isn't it surging like all those other ones? It just makes me think that's the weaker one of the group, whatever group it's in. Wow, look at that perfect little consolidation. Put that thing on a watch list. If it can get above those moving averages, start to complete the bottom because it's working on a bottom. It's definitely working on a bottom. If we can get above that, above that, it would be a lot more interesting. Get above that, consolidate for a little bit, and then it will probably mimic this side of the chart and make its way back up to 30. Definitely one you want to put on a watch list. Mara, what are the Bitcoin stocks doing today? Here's one that I own. bought it in this consolidation, but it actually just did a buy yesterday. We're at the crossover, moving average crossover. That's off in a buy signal. I bought it on the tightening up of the moving averages. Bought it somewhere around in here. And I bought another 100 shares here just because I was confident that this thing is going to move up based on what this was doing. And this is nowhere near overbought. This is probably going to go up and away. Yeah, it's pretty much the same stock as Mara. And CleanSpark. Oh, that one. And where's the big guy? Monster. There's the big guy. But it's pretty much all looks like the same. This one is the leader, though, out of all the Bitcoin stocks. MicroStrategy. CEO is Michael Saylor. Bitcoin genius, basically. Hell yeah, that's breaking out today. I saw that yesterday. I almost bought some today, but I already had most of my positions in. I want to keep at least 5 to 6 grand in cash just in case. So I don't really already own like 12 stocks. Which is, I'll tell you on that money, you know something's happening. There's some kind of rally going down, because I don't own that much of this. I'm pretty confident we're going places. Alright, I'm skipping some, you can see, but that's just because some of them are crap. Okay, yeah, put that thing on a watch list. It's going up. Just remember, these things are super risky. They're nobody stocks. They're going to be moved volatilely. So just be careful. Just be careful. Put your stop losses tight. Hope I'm talking to, because this isn't like for beginners here. I mean, you can still learn from me if you're a beginner, but most of the stuff is, you know, people are just following along with me and analyzing stuff with me. If, you know, I ever get any followers. I know I moved kind of fast, sorry. I'm just looking at things. Once you get 20 for one if you buy that, I mean, come on. Yeah. Almost bought it down there, but I was just like, I have a very hard time buying companies that are going bankrupt or close to going bankrupt. Okay, ooh, there's TME again, Baba. Okay, let's check out all those. Digital, another Bitcoin, then we got Baba. Wawa. Just hate how it gaps. I have trouble buying these Chinese stocks because they're constantly gapping, gap. It's really hard to analyze charts with a million gaps. I know. They trade 24 hours, 24/7, so you gotta make money while you're sleeping. But you can also lose a lot while you're sleeping too. So that's extended. It's probably gonna go up higher, but it's just too extended for me to mess with it. Okay, AA. Again with all these gaps, I just hate it. That one's reversing. Why is that reversing? Well, probably just extended. Most likely going to touch these moving averages. I would say when it touches the moving averages, put in a position if you want to. Some 10-cent music, another Chinese stock. Catching the theme here. There are many Chinese stocks breaking out all crazy right now. Is that another Chinese thing? It's gotta be, because look at the pattern of the chart. You could just, any chart that looks like that, you know it's a Chinese stock right now. I already looked at that one, but not again. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy some CleanSpark. I already own a Bitcoin stock, but I'm gonna just buy 100 more of those. Just small, nothing to worry about position, you know? Probably 1,000 will turn into 2,000. 10,000 will probably turn into 20,000. But hey, it's risky. You know, it could just as easily go back down to $8. I don't think it's going to though. Look at the chart. It just looks beautiful. If it does start to weaken, that's when you sell it. But as long as these things keep rising slowly, which they are, this thing is just taking off. This is going to be like a rocket ship eventually. Yep, you can just tell. That's why I have to buy some. When it's that obvious, you just have to do it. Oh, Cypher. Another Bitcoin. Catching a theme here. Bitcoin and China is like, is that all there is right now on these charts? Baidu, the Google of China. Same, it's crazy. It's like the same exact pattern. Anybody who never believed in reading charts or looking at charts, if you can't just watch this and look around and say, oh my god, wow, these charts are all very similar and they all are doing the same thing, when you might as well be a Chinese stock, okay? Like, fuck. Most of their gaming is out there nowadays. Like, half of their business is China nowadays. And I think the chart reflects that. Fuck, it looks like the Chinese stock. Excuse my language. Doubt there's any kitties watching this. Yeah, you never know. And even if this is a month-old video, this is not a bad thing to watch. So the next time the market goes down in a huge way, at the beginning of September or whatever month it is, you can look around and say, hey, look at all these stocks on this video. They were all bottoming like that. And now, all of a sudden, they're doing it again. No way. Like, patterns are repeating. They do it all the time. It's crazy as hell. Oh, there's a good one to put on your watch list. It's Chinese, of course it is, but it doesn't seem to gap as much. Or at least not as wide of gaps. There's probably gaps every day, but it just must not be that much traded during the night. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's traded that much in the off hours, but still it is traded. Oh yeah, like 500 shares. It's a huge amount. Okay, FCX, what the hell are you up to? Yep, yeah, right. You might as well just... Okay, is everything recovering still on my other screen? Yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Love. Southwest. I don't like those. I don't care that it's run up. Oh, 24 to 30, but it's like the... You wouldn't even be happy about that gain. I don't know why. It just... There's no entry. There's no way to get in there safely. No consolidation. It just moves up. It moves down. That's all it does. Like, it's gonna move down now, so it's topping. The top was actually here. This crappy ass stock is probably gonna fail to break through and go back down, since it is doing a reverse dragon. That's a reverse dragon right there. All the way at the top. If it... That was a reverse dragon, but it actually turned into a bicycle. That thing should be upside down, and then that would make sense. You see another reverse dragon there, and that one did, work as a sell signal. So reverse dragons, those are regular dragons. See, there's a regular dragon. So this thing often does this. You see, patterns repeat. Reverse dragon, it goes down. It consolidated for a little bit, but ultimately went down. And that weird ass, it just loves reverse dragons. Dragon, but it failed temporarily. Oh, failed, and then another dragon. Yeah, stay the hell away from this ugly ass stock. That's the lesson from that. It's just too hard to get in a trade. Something like this, though, these things, when they're platform based like that, those are the ones where you like gotta okay, because you can put in your stop losses pretty tight. Stop loss, $3.40, and just let it run, man. Buy it and just let it run. You got your stop loss, then you just follow it up as it hits support. Add your stop loss, bring your stop loss up to there, and then it's all of a sudden it's a profit stop loss. Then you bring your stop loss higher. The next time it consolidates, just follow it up, man. Don't sell those gainers too fast. Trust me. Done that a few times too. Okay, well there's Iran, but we already looked at that. Is it up 7%? Oh, that's a pretty good gain for the day. To start to come back. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks beautiful. I mean, that's why I bought it. It's just a beaut. It's gonna stay up above there for sure. Maybe consolidate some of these gains. But it will mimic this. Just like this. Mimicked this. And now that is doing that. It's about right here. So, then just be ready when it tops. Top to a confirmed top. It's hard to see, but that line there is just slightly lower than that last top, and that is your confirmed top. But then this is really a confirmed top because this thing goes way higher than it was and does not get anywhere near where this was on the old highs. That is your clue. Like, hey, short this stock, sell it, whatever. You don't have to short it, but sell it when it does stuff like that. So just give you a clue on how to read these things. It's easy to set up if you don't have this set up. Fidelity Active Trader Pro, volume, RSI, moving average, convergent, divergence. So simple to set up. Just go into this indicator thing and add them all. Moving averages, just look at what they are. 5, 25, 10, 50, 150, 200. Boom. You are set and ready to read charts the rest of your life. Okay. I think I'm almost done here. Analyzing, I just want to analyze a few things. Oh wow, yeah, Moss. That's coming out of a bottom. It will be higher. This rally will keep going up. Trust me. Not forever, but you know, we got a good fall rally going though for sure. Socks is another one I own. I'm just hoping it got in at a really good price. I can just tell this is another bottom, and I could just confirm bottom. To me that looked like a confirmed bottom. So same thing on the top as I was just looking at it. So it got low, and then it got just as low as it did here, but look at how high these lines are compared to where they were here. Not that much higher, but it's a good substantially jump up. And then look at how much higher this line is. So that's another one. That one's way higher, and it regains momentum. So everything to me was just saying, hey, buy this. It's gonna break out. It's most likely gonna be up here eventually, and even break through that point in the next 2 months probably. Nothing's written in stone. That is what I hope. That is my prediction. And based on what everything is doing, it's pretty safe prediction. Okay, what is this shipping company doing? All these gaps, you gotta be Chinese. Or international. I mean, they don't all have to be Chinese. They definitely are overseas somewhere when you see them gapping like that. Wow, there's just so many. I gotta start skipping some. This video is gonna be 7 hours long and nobody's gonna watch it. Western Digital. See that big deer? Yeah, see, things crash and then they recover. It happens all the time. It's just what they do. get why that just all of a sudden recovered today. The interest rates, maybe. I mean, but that happened a few days ago. I don't know. I don't watch the news or anything like that. I just watch charts. Keep my mind clear of all the clutter. Okay. A few more, then I think we gotta wrap it up. That's extended. We're almost through this list anyways. This goes down to 4%. Skechers. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's. That looks like it's bottoming. I put it in a position. I probably got in there a little early. I needed to wait for the confirm bottom, but I put it in on this crossover here. So it might come back to kick me in the ass, but I doubt it. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to make more videos and get information out every day. Let's hope I get some subscribers eventually. That would be sweet.